Here's my theory with baby mamas. Problematic baby mamas. Once they see that they baby daddy's life did not go to shit the way that they hoped it did when they split, all hell will always seem to break loose. They will stop at nothing to make the father miserable, to make him jump through hurdles for his child, to be difficult at every moment for that father. Doesn't matter how good of a dad he is. Doesn't matter how unproblematic he is. They stop at nothing to make that father's life miserable. Why? Oh, and don't let that father move on with a good woman. Let's talk about it. You can 100% guarantee that the baby mama is almost never going to like the baby daddy's girlfriend and or wife, especially if that wife or girlfriend cannot be manipulated with their tactics, because that girlfriend or wife ain't scared of you. You don't intimidate her. When she sees that that man then moved on with a good woman that wasn't her. And again, I'm only talking about the baby moms. Only talking about the baby moms that are not over the father of their child. The ones that lives are not going well since that breakup. They pretty much have a terrible life, but the father of their child has a great life. Those are the type of baby mamas I'm talking about, because I'm also a baby mom and I am very unproblematic. I'm a wife too, of course, but I had children before I was married. Very unproblematic. The bitter stuff has never happened with me. So I cannot relate to this. I just don't understand. When you guys split up, you move on. That's it. You just move on. Never in my life would I say, let me make this person's life miserable because I'm mad, because my life's not going well. Instead of making my life good and being a good mother to my children, I'm going to make the father of my children suffer for no reason. I will never be able to understand baby moms like that.
Majority of the time, females like this, that's married, that's with a man, stumbled into common sense. That's the reason why she probably like that. Some baby moms that's single, that ain't got no man, ain't gonna have the common sense and the knowledge to actually know that that's the right thing. That's the right way to think and that's the right way to move. A lot of baby mamas sour. Females, today's females gotta look like, modern females gotta look like they left their partner they was with. They want to make themselves look unattractable in the dating market. So they have to make themselves look more valuable where they left their partner. So it's like when the baby father starts to flourish and starts to, move on and find a better woman, 9 times out of 10, when guys leave a female that's toxic, they always find someone better. It comes like the first one was the crash dummy to a lot of guys, and they always find a better woman. The reason why some of them be frustrated is because they expect you to be suffering. They expect you to be, tapped out, done out here. Like they want you to miss your child. That's one of the reasons why, baby mom love to use the child as a tool, because when they notice that you've moved on, they're going to make sure they cost your life a living hell, and they're going to use the kids as a tool. This is why I always tell guys, don't co-parent with modern women, especially when you have a child with them, because they're not going to move on and they're going to ruin your life. They're going to be they're one of the biggest distractions ever. You got to ask yourself this question, do you want to, suffer for the rest of your life? And when your child gets to a certain age, you can't even provide your child with certain things they would need to, function in this world. You know how crazy this world is as well. So everything she was saying is true, because they're bitter the fact that they made it look like they won by leaving you, and the father of the child start to flourish. This is like, you're not supposed to flourish. You're supposed to be tapping out. And that's when they start using the kid as a tool, like a pawn. The only person that I feel sorry for in situations when it comes to, toxic relationship is actually the child, because the child is going to grow up, with this type of hate in their heart towards the mother and towards the father. That's something that you can't ignore. And it's like this child, they don't ask to come to this dysfunctional relationship. The system is not even designed to help the man. Even if the man had a good job, he lives by himself and he's capable of looking after the child, the system is always going to favor the mother. Sometimes, sometimes they go to the father's direction, but that's rare, because a lot of guys out here are working. They can't, be looking after the child and picking up the child from school, going to work. It's not a healthy balance for the child. That's the reason why majority of the time the court system leaves the child with the mother, because obviously the mother is not going to be working. She's going to be seeking, CSA, child support and, government assistance. I had a lady post a comment in one video that I actually released, for about panderers, because there's a lot of panderers online, guys. And this is exactly what these women says. This is actually a baby mama. And I knew she was triggered from, the comment that she left. So let's have a read of this. Some women are doing it alone. I get no food stamps. Yes, no welfare. And I have not wasted my time to put my kid's father on child support. So correct yourself and put in all women in one box just so you can make a video. All right. This is what this lady says. And this is what I said to her as well in the comment. I said, what does it benefit the kids of you being strong and independent if you don't have to parent at home? Yeah. So you have all these women that think just because you don't get no assistance from no system, government, you don't put the child father on child support, that you're a good mother. Like, you got to ask yourself, how does it benefit your child, you being in that predicament? And it's still a me mentality with this modern females. They are not even looking at it as, if you're not putting the father's child on child support, are you allowing the fathers to see the kids? Are you a distraction to the father? If you're not a distraction to the father and you allow the father to see the kid, then you shouldn't leave comments like this, because it doesn't refer to you, because you're not a bitter baby mum. But I can tell you are by the way you are trying to prove to someone you don't know that you're not on welfare, you don't get food stamp, you haven't put my man on child support. But how is it benefiting your child at the end of the day? Is it benefiting your child? Is your child seeing both parents? It's still dysfunctional, because at the end of the day, you feel the need to actually go and express all these things that you're doing by yourself with no help. Like, men do all this stuff by themselves all the time. It's not a big deal, It's only a big deal to modern females because you guys are so entitled. So it's like, it's still the bitter baby mums out there. There's a lot of them, and they're in so much different disguises. And this is the reason why a lot of people are choosing peace than drama. That's what I would advise a lot of men to choose: peace than drama. It's not worth it. It's not worth your life. It's not worth your mental health. See you guys on the next video. Make sure you guys stay blessed. Peace.
God gave me grace. God gave me style. God gave me grace. God put a smile on my face. God made me smile on my face. God made me shine like the sun. God made me shine like the sun. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one. Sometimes I feel like it ain't my fault.